Hi there, welcome to the all new episode of PhoneRadar Talk. I'm Amit and here's Karthik, and today let's talk about few of the interesting things which have happened in the day. Starting off with Samsung. Samsung has announced that they would be skipping all the flat screen models. Again, if you refer to the false flat screen models, then these are the ones which you had seen in the Galaxy S5, S4, S6 and even in the S7. But the S7 Edge is what Samsung is going on with the further in the futuristic devices, which means that they would be skipping all the flat designs and they would be enabling the edge panels on all their smartphones only in the S series, if I'm not wrong, not in the budget segment or any other devices at the moment, which clearly tells that Samsung has seen that people have actually liked the edge panels and that's what they're going to implement in all the future lineup. Let's look forward to what they are coming up, because the Galaxy Note 7, which was expected to come out without an edge panel or with an edge variant separately, has come up as only one variant which has the edge panel itself. Now that clearly gives an idea that the S8 will be only with the edge panel. Moving on to the next news is from Android.
So yeah, we have a new news about the upcoming Nexus smartphones that we have. We've been hearing a lot of rumors around these smartphones. So now, according to the new rumors or the new report that we have, there's a new home button animated design for these smartphones.
So that's coming on the Nexus smartphones initially.
Yeah. So what Google is doing is basically currently what we have a regular circle button for the home button on the on screen. So this is going to be replaced, not exactly replaced. The home button is going to be there. That is, the circle one is going to be there. But when you hold press the button, so now just Google now on tap that application pops up. But in the future, according to the reports, the flower-like design is going to come in center. And essentially, if you keep holding it, it will turn into the 4 dotted design that we see in the Google Assistant app. So the idea here is basically, I think Google is trying to implement the Google Assistant app with the Google application itself. So instead of now on tap, maybe that application will pop up.
That's interesting. Now let's move on to the next news, which is about from Samsung again. Samsung had launched the Galaxy S7 and the S7 Edge, but the biggest problem in that was the always-on display. The display was pretty good. It came with the calendar and the time and the date, but what it missed was the most important notifications. And since I don't like a phone which does not have a notification window on the lock screen itself, it makes no sense, because you get an alert, you just want go and check out the phone and you find that there's an Instagram like on your phone, and that's the reason you wasted your few seconds, and that keeps going on and you keep wasting your time. So that's when Samsung has finally implemented third-party support for the Note 7 on always-on display, which means that all the Note 7 would be supporting the WhatsApp notifications or any other app notification count, which will be shown on the lock screen itself. Now that said, I really hope that Samsung would send a software update to all the S7 and the S7 Edge users and offer the same functionality on those devices. Moving on to the next news is again from Android.
So yeah, we've already previously seen a lot of malwares and everything surrounding Android, but this is the next news is not about malware exactly. It's more of a vulnerability flaw that we see with the drivers that came installed with the Qualcomm chipsets. So what we're looking at here, it's called the QuadRooter vulnerability flaw. So basically, you have what essentially this does is using this, with the help of this, the attackers will be able to access your smartphones. They'll get root access basically, and they'll be able to play around with your smartphone. They'll get root access. They can use your hardware.
And how many devices are affected with this?
So yeah, there's actually a complete list of devices, including all the recent flagships that we have, like S7, S7 Edge, STC, all the recent flagships. Basically, most of the smartphones that come with the Qualcomm chipsets, all of them are affected. And as far as the cure or this thing is concerned for this, there's no patch yet that is out. It's expected to come up with the next security month patch that is going to be coming up. The Google will be launching it. So once that's
going to come on the 1st of September.
Yeah.
That's around when the first week of every month Google sends a security patch for most of the smartphones. The August one was recently released, so you can stay tuned for that. And if you want to check if your phone has this problem or not, you can check the link in the description where we have given the process. You need to download the application and you can find if your phone is actually hit by this vulnerability or not. Moving on to the next news, it's about Pokemon Go. It has recently been launched in 15 different Asian countries, but it's still not yet in India. I wonder why, but we have a lot of Indians who are actually using it, and few of us were also using it, but I am at least bored and I felt like it's stupid going on the streets and catching Pokemons. But yeah, the most important aspect here is that for the 2 weeks of the Pokemon Go game app going live, there has been a surge in sales of power banks. I'm talking about the power banks and the battery packs, which have gone up by 101%, and that's not year on year, that's just in 2 weeks period. Now that's clearly telling that either the game is a big battery killer, or else people are paying that game to the max, and that's really affecting everyone. And you can see that people are actually spending on buying new battery packs. Moving on to the next news is from Facebook.
So yeah, according to the new Facebook update that we have, it's not exactly a Facebook update. Basically, if you have signed up for the beta update for that, so you'll get this feature. So it's basically a new sticker feature that we see that is already there in Snapchat. So I don't know why everyone is copying Snapchat now. Instagram also recently copied Snapchat. With
Instagram is again Facebook. So
yeah,
that's what the Facebook's job is, like find all the best things on the internet, merge them into their product, and
they tried to buy Snapchat, but that couldn't happen. So they started copying everything. So coming back to the news, basically what this Facebook stickers is, if you when you're trying to upload a photo, so there'll be an option that'll be given. So let's say for example you turn into front camera, so you can take your selfies, and then automatically it'll give you a filter, the one like you see in Snapchat. So basically you have all the live filters, you see a couple of filters like cats and dogs and everything in Snapchat. So similarly they are doing something here in the Facebook as well.
All the stupid things which I had presumed were on Snapchat now would be appearing on the Facebook
as
timeline.
of now there's only few filters surrounding the Rio 2016 that's going on Olympic Games. Future maybe more of them will come up.
Let's look forward to that. At least I'm not, but yeah. So moving on to the final news of the day, which is from Xiaomi. Again, we had seen in the last 2-3 weeks that there were two smart incidents of Mi4 and the Mi5 getting burnt and people getting burnt because of the phones blasting. And there's some interesting news that the Xiaomi's Mi Band 2 has burnt a girl's hand. And if you see the picture here, you can clearly notice that there's a big bubble on her hand. I'm pretty much sure that this couldn't be an issue with the Mi Band, but again, we don't know. That's what the girl has claimed, and Xiaomi is yet to respond to this incident, but it's something which is very serious because we had earlier seen there were a lot of itching issues with the Fitbit bands which people used to wear, and finally Fitbit had to stop the sale of that specific band model and come out with a newer model itself. While in case of Mi Band 2, there's no update yet from Xiaomi, but this is something creepy and something very unique too. I mean, it's not something which happens regularly, at least for a band which is selling at a very budgeted pricing and which is selling at least 1 million units every month. So that's a new update from Xiaomi. That's the Mi Band 2 has actually burnt a girl's hand. Finally, this was the PhoneRadar doc of the day. Let us know in the comment section if you have any queries. And the question of the day is that did you check your phone for the QuadRooter vulnerability? If yes, do you have this problem or not? Let us know in the comment section below. I'm Amit and here's Karthik, and we hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you.